What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Neeks Sports Podcast, episode 42. I'm here with the guys, the usual suspects, Ramsey, Kyle, and Jay. How's everyone doing?
Not bad. Doing all right. Still.
Been a decent day. Decent.
Got better days, not gonna lie. Got better days.
I mean, yeah, everyone can see that I'm here just dressed in my West Indies jersey. Of course, today we had a big victory against England in the first test of the three-match series. As you can see behind me, just got Jason Holder and the boys behind me here at down in Southampton. No, obviously I'm not quarantine and that. But yeah, I'll be doing a full match review. That will be on the channel. By the time you listen to this, it'll be on the channel already. So make sure you check that out. Big victory and a big 2 matches ahead. We're gonna start at the end of the weekend. It's been a big weekend. So we had the cricket, had the F1, which we'll get onto a bit later. It started on Friday with the Champions League draw, which we'll get onto as well. But we're gonna start where it ended. North London derby. Spurs versus Arsenal. Spurs ended up victorious even after such a dreadful week. Arsenal had been on a big run of form, good run of form since the Brighton defeat, pretty much. Yeah, things were looking good, and Jose, I guess you can say Jose did what Jose does, and he just seems to love playing against Arsenal, even without Didier Drogba. He still seems to be able to get a number over Arsenal. I'm going to come to Ramsey first. What did you make of the game? Where did it go wrong for Arsenal?
We fell into Jose's trap. That's the reality of it. He set a trap and we fell right into it, as usual. I mean, we dominated the possession, we dominated the game essentially, but mistakes lead to goals, and we made mistakes time and time again today. Luckily, didn't all lead to goals because we could have been more. But all that possession that we had, for all the domination we had in the middle of the park, the final third is what makes or breaks games, and we fell into Jose's trap. We scored a great first goal, brilliant first goal, and then we didn't create enough going forward. So, and Joe, we know what Josie likes to do. We know Josie likes to sit back and catch us on the counter attack, and he did that essentially with a high press for the first goal, and then set piece as well. So Jose knows what to do. He knows what to do when he plays us, and we didn't counter it really.
You went with obviously the same 3-4-3. You had Kolasinac playing the centre back, and you brought in Pepe for Saka. Do you think that was a bit of a Pepe? Yeah, correct, isn't it? Yeah. Do you think that was a bit? I don't know. Arteta bottled it because Saka's been playing so well. But did he think was the game too big for him? Why has he gone back to, I don't know, the star names, as opposed to going for the form players, especially in Saka's case anyway?
The thing is with Pepe is that he's been on form as well. I mean, he scored against Brighton, played very well against Sheffield United. It's only that his partner went into labour while he missed out on the last game. So I think it was a choice. Like, both of them are in form, both Pepe and Saka are in form. And Pepe had a good game today. He had good chances. The thing is, because he missed the past couple of games, and Saka's had to start in both, and obviously we got a big week with Liverpool and Man City to come. I wouldn't say he bottled it because if Saka plays in the Liverpool and Man City game, then they're arguably just as big, if not bigger, especially with the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley.
Oh, okay, you mean Man City FA Cup? But I mean,
yeah, FA Cup semi-final, and we've got Liverpool as well. But I mean, he said he rested him because he played him in all the games before, and I think he missed one. He didn't start one of the games.
One after he signed his contract, the Leicester game.
Yeah.
Start.
No, he started Leicester.
Oh.
He started against Wolves. It was the game before that he signed the game. It was a week ago. Yeah. It was so he played. He started the last two.
So did you say Saka's having Saka's partner is
that?
having a child, or
Pepe's partner had a child, so he
I
missed the
was
last
thinking,
two
wait,
games.
what?
Yeah, Pepe's
The
partner had
guy's
a child,
just
so he
come
missed the
out of the
last two
womb.
games.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
so
really. He's a man, isn't it? He can have children. You know?
yeah,
How did you 18?
yeah.
I guess.
You should have 3 children right now.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say he bottled it. He could have played either one. I would have liked to go. If it was more of the choice for me was more of Saka or Lacazette really, because in terms of the form players, Saka's been the
Yeah,
one more informed
that
than
was
Lacazette.
never going to happen in the sense that he doesn't play Aubameyang through the middle. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
So even though you might want it or a lot of fans might want that's never an option. The option would always either be Lacazette or Nketiah, Saka. If you're going to play Saka in the front three, Saka or Pepe. Of course, we know Saka's played in the midfield before. He's played left back, etc. But I think I mean Lacazette did his thing today in terms of the goal. Yeah, to be fair, I had one eye on the game, one eye on the cricket, so I can't even give like a full proper analysis on what happened in the game. I looked up and my man just banged it top corner. I was like, what is going? This ain't no lack of threat. Who is this phony on the pitch? I was already I had tweets in my drafts, ready to cuss him again, and man just shut me up. What a goal! What a strike! I never seen him like that before.
he's
The
got
thing
that.
is
You've
with
seen
that.
it. Go on.
Sorry to stop you there. The thing is with that game, that goal. I may be wrong, but from what I was watching, because I saw majority of the game, and from what I saw, Tottenham were more on top for me personally up until that point where I guess Lacazette turned and just lashed the ball in top corner. That goal came from nothing. I wouldn't say it came from Arsenal hitting chance after chance, dominating. And I feel like it was Tottenham that was dominating or just playing a bit better than Arsenal for the first 45 minutes anyway in my eyes. So that goal didn't actually reflect it, and obviously Tottenham got the goal right back. Literally, I was in the car and then I just heard my neighbors like going, yes, yes, yeah. I thought they were watching on a link. And I was thinking maybe they're only just seeing it now. But then when I got inside, I realized that it was 1-1. So it's just I think Tottenham were on that. They had so much chances. There were some poor defensive errors. Kane pulling it back, Son pulling it, but there could have been so Martinez was on form. There was even the shot from was it Ben Davies? Was Ben Davies that hit the that hit like it's like Tottenham. I would say that Tottenham were very solid defensively, but they could have easily won that by more goals from what I saw. Maybe I could be wrong, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, they definitely could have won it. They definitely could have won it by more. But in terms of the actual gameplay, I think we controlled the game. But I think at the same time, Jose let us control the game. I think that's what he wanted. His last games against Man United, and he just let them have the ball and try to break them down whenever they could. So I feel that was. I don't think Jose would be mad at the fact that we had most of the possession. And as you said, if they're still creating chances whilst we still have the possession, then it means nothing really. The Bournemouth game before, they didn't have any shots on target. This game, they had a shot on target in the first 17 seconds. So they were on. They knew that they were on this game. They were on job. It was time to step up, and they didn't play as bad as they had been previously, and that's what I've been saying to people. People always are Tottenham coming in bad form. Arsenal should win this. Well, no, it's not about the derby. It doesn't matter. You could lose the last 10 games, but it's all about who wants it more, who wants to win the game more. And in the end, I can't say that Arsenal wanted to win it more, because in the end they kind of they sat back and then Tottenham caught the counters. So
I've seen Arsenal go into some derbies in the last 2 years. Like everyone's like, yeah, Spurs definitely winning this. I remember the what was the one in? I think it was might have been 2012. Gareth Bale's, not his last one, because 2013 was the last one.
Yeah.
And it could even be 2013, to be fair. And he came in saying basically, yeah, Arsenal's going on a downward trajectory, Spurs going on the opposite direction, blah. They end up losing the game. It was like 2-1. They drop out of the top 4. Like the derby, it means nothing going into that derby at all. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly it. So there was no way I was taking any bait from anyone saying we have to win that. Like we should win the game because of the form. And the reality is, as bad as Spurs are, this is the worst Arsenal team that I've ever seen at the same time. So it's not like we're miles ahead of Spurs. We're level, we're pretty much a point ahead of them before the game starts with 34 games played at the time. So we're not coming in blistering form. We won the past couple of games, and
Mm.
it shows where both teams are. It was a case of both teams trying to win to try and get a last place Europa League spot.
A battle for eighth.
Would you say that Spurs? You say that Spurs is in transition since Mourinho comes in like halfway through, or
Yeah, we both are really. Both got new
yeah?
managers
Would you
this
say
season.
both are in
So
transition? Yeah.
yeah, both are in transition, but Arsenal been in transition for a minute still. Spurs' transition is starting now because they just got rid of Poch. Arsenal are now transitioning again from the old transition. So we got to start now putting the transition into practice to start climbing up the league because we're on 50 points. Last year I think we ended on 70 points and it wasn't good enough. It was 20 points more than we had this year. Providing that depending on what we get, we could end up with like 59 or whatever. But it's still getting worse and worse. We're 4 points off 7th place with the potential hearing coming up, and 7th place may be the last Europa League spot.
It's
So
mad. It's all
our eggs may have to be in the FA Cup.
It's all mad, It's all going down to Man City. Literally, Cass is literally deciding the Premier League right now because if literally they say that Man City is out, and all of a sudden everything's changed. Everything's up for grabs. Just one decision like that, and everything's up for grabs.